Prosser. I'm from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and I drive a 2010 C6 Z06 Corvette. The thing that most inspired me about this car was just the whole engineering about it. The suspension, the brakes, the power, the whole drivetrain, everything just worked together. And starting at 505 horsepower, and the weight difference kind of was a no-brainer. One thing I'm mostly done has been heads and cam, which if you know anybody that has one of these, that's what they mostly do. Heads and cam setup. And I bought that off Proven Motorsports out of Delaware. They hooked me up with all the parts, and I also got the MSD intake manifold, Nick Williams throttle body, and Vararam cold air intake, along with 1 7/8 hooker headers back into an X pipe that's off-road X, so there's no cats. And I also have a Corsa sport axle back, which is pretty much just straight through. There's no packing, nothing like that, and it'll bust your eardrums, that's for sure. And the power that it makes, RPM is probably one of the best in the business that I've seen, especially in the area around the tri-state area here. They were able to get me 630 wheel horsepower and 600 foot-pounds of torque. It pretty much just one of the highest horsepower numbers that I've seen, and it definitely holds up to the standard of it. Future plans with this car here is basically just a 1,000 wheel horsepower car, street car. That's pretty much what I want to do, is just have this car as a 1,000 wheel horsepower street car. And I mean, if it goes any further from that, I mean, obviously, I'm gonna have to do full rear end probably automatic transmission, all that kind of stuff, especially if I'm going to do straight tracks. But I mainly want to do like a lot of roll racing for up to the Pocono, that kind of thing. And then I will do a lot of drag racing too. But once you get more into the drag racing with the higher horsepower, you almost have to change pretty much everything drastically. So I try not to do that. To get there, I'm gonna try to do pistons, which the pistons aren't forged from the factory, so I'm gonna have to do pistons, and rest of the bottom end, if need be, I'll touch it, but then I'll do a meth kit, and I'll also do a pro charger, and we'll go from there. And I should be, my goal right now, just for now, is 850 900 wheel, just to see what that's like, and then we'll go up from there. And that's pretty much it for a future build of this. I mean, obviously I'm gonna do some outside things, and I'm also thinking about a wrap, so coming up with some ideas.